It isn't a surprise that Caitlin Clark is so effective on the court. She makes everyone around her better too. It's not just about her getting points. It is more on how she makes others gain points. You've heard about her rookie season, but here's the real kicker. She has come with a new talent that has created a lot of buzz in the WNBA and still is. This season, LSU coach Kim Mulkey, a basketball Hall of Famer, let the cat out of the bag. But it wasn't what anyone was thinking. Now let's see why Caitlin Clark is so unique and why she's turning into the player that every coach will want to avoid. Just a small request before we proceed. If you enjoy watching such videos, kindly do not forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. More than 98% of you watch without subscribing, and it is very useful to us to provide you more in-depth analysis like this. Thank you very much. Now let us go on with the work. Do you recall when the newcomers were expected to get mentorship from the senior players and not rush into the game? Caitlin Clark is making it hard to write about freshmen. It's not only that she is breaking records, she is also defining new standards which other athletes need to follow. First of all, let me explain assists. Basketball fans are usually enthralled by the phenomenal dunks and the timely three-pointers, and sometimes the assist is overlooked. But Clark is proving that passing is not only a statistic, it is a game changer. She broke records by becoming the first WNBA rookie to have 40 or more assists, and that has everyone raving. So, what is the big deal here? Because she isn't inflating her own stats in the process. Clark's assist is helping the Indiana Fever become one of the most entertaining teams to watch as of now. She has been with the Fever for a while now, and this team has only lost 1 out of the last 5 games. Coincidence? Absolutely not. I admired his playing style in that it is very inviting and it gets you into the game. When she dished out an assist, it was like striking a match on the court. Now all the players are a threat that can score a point for their team. Clark's teammates can't just keep on defending her since she is always one pass away from making her teammates great. But here's what's really changing the game. It's not only that she is setting new records, she is altering the fashion in which the Fever approach the game of basketball. The Fever's play on the offense seems to have totally changed. Some of the players who were not shining before are now giving their best performance in basketball. There are some players that have tremendously high shooting percentages, and Lexi Hull and Kelsey Mitchell are 2 of them. Why? Because Clark is locating them in the best position to get a goal. She has been controlling the offense like a pro, like she has been playing for some time now. You may be saying, okay, it is just 1 record of assist, but this is only the beginning. This is not about something that is 100 times greater in size, for instance. Clark is revolutionizing what it takes to be a team leader from the first day of the WNBA season. On the court, she has eyes of a hawk, and it is freeing up her teammates for new heights. This is what makes her special. Kim Mulkey isn't far from the truth when she labeled Clark as a generational talent. But her statement went further. She said that Clark doesn't only play well herself, she elevates everyone around her. And we're witnessing that in the present in the WNBA. It is not only the Indiana Fever that is experiencing this shift. The entire league is catching on. When you get someone like Mulkey who has been in the game for a while and has encountered all kinds of coaches, and she compliments you like that, it is quite something. It is not simply polite behavior and respect for others. It is the ability to appreciate the greatness of the opponents. And now, the rest of the league is realizing what Mulkey already knew. Clark is not only fitting in the WNBA, but changing it as well. The Fever aren't just clinching games and making victories thanks to Clark and his scoring or acrobatics. It is how she molds the play, how she makes the whole team even more threatening. Suddenly, it is not enough to zone in on 1 or 2 stars. Each and every player of the Fever team is lethal, as they are aware that if they get some space, Clark will pass the ball to them. She has the best talent of coming up with opportunities and making sure that her fellow teammates are confident. One fan said it best. Everyone is bringing out their A game with Caitlin as their coach. And that's no exaggeration. That is happening on the court every day. Clark is as much mental as she is physical, and her attitude is as lethal as her combat abilities. She's not out there trying to pose for herself. She is out there to ensure everyone else poses. It is great to see that kind of attitude, and that attitude is quite catchy. The Fever have been performing a lot more energetic and with more self-assurance than we have witnessed in quite some time. This is definitely not only beneficial for the Fever, but this also serves as an eye-opener for the entire WNBA. Other teams will have to look for ways on how to stop not only Clark, but also a team that is elevated because of her. These are the true colors of a coach. She is transforming the newbies into seasoned athletes, and the veterans are reaping from her sights. The entire structure of the Fever has changed, and it can only be credited to one person. Now, what do you think is the real factor that contributed with Clark's influence? It is not only her personal achievements on the field, it's about how she improves every single person that's in her proximity. Not only is she a star, she creates stars. This is another type of player who can revolutionize an entire franchise and can switch the fate of a team around. So, as the Fever's season goes on, watch her teammates. Observe them, how they glide and how they shoot, and how they play with a swagger that is refreshing. That is where one will get to witness what Caitlin Clark means to this team and other teams in the future. It is thus important to recognize that Caitlin Clark is not just another rookie who's setting records. She is a game changer. The skills that she has to organize, her team spirit, and her vision are enhancing her team and changing the course of the WNBA. This is just the tip of the iceberg of what is to come for women's basketball.